Hey good looking, I'm Vixen, and welcome back, or welcome for the first time. In the last episode, this happened. You have a cat? I don't have a cat. Let the epic story continue. Hello! Oh, it's that woman again. But I saw it with my very own eyes, and it was evil, I tell you. Evil! How can you not believe me? Oh, woe is me. What did you say, Captain? You need to speak up. I said please continue and calm down. I am calm! She gazed at me with her evil eye, and look! All I get is evil. What? What other proof would one need, eh? Excuse me, Captain. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to speak to you. This sounds important. You'll need to excuse me, madame. I have to take care of this urgent matter. I shall investigate your complaint and take the necessary steps. Oh, right. Sure. As long as the one complaining is young and beautiful, it's always urgent. I'd have to die a violent death to be that urgent. How fair is that, eh? I swear it's like my youngest son says, throw the city guard. Ding! Thank you. You saved me from ignorance and absurdity. How can I ever repay you? Run away with me. Oh, I have a couple of ideas. However, all I need right now is to speak to you, and I'm afraid that it isn't a simple matter either. I see. It's always a pleasure to speak to you regardless. I'm all ears. Ding! Remember our last talk? I've made up my mind. Let's do it. Let's run away together. Just let me make sure we're talking about the same thing. You mean, let's run away together, start a new life. Right now? Would that be too soon? But what I had in mind was escaping tomorrow late into the night, when no one will notice. Oh yes, tomorrow. That makes so much more sense. It's outright self-explanatory. What if the prince dies because he runs? I sense that you're not properly overjoyed. I'm sorry, this is just so improbable. But please, tell me what you have in mind. I want to run away from here, with you, just like we talked yesterday. We both know what is in store for us if we remain here. Your skills and values discarded by the prince, and my existence being sneered at by those closest to me. But we can start over. We can lead lives with we ourselves choose. It's not a dream, it's a real chance. I know it sounds crazy, but why not choose this hopeful unknown over the certain misery here? Cinders, it doesn't just sound crazy, it is crazy. I like you, but I hardly even know you. Okay. Oops. I admire that. I'm okay with this. I think I liked you more last night, when you were much more open-minded. I admit what we spoke about yesterday did sound enticing, and I'm still not sure what to do about the prince's offer. Why do I keep saying that? But there's a vast difference between allowing yourself some daydreaming and you stopping me in the middle of the street, offering to start a new life with me. Oh, pardon me, I didn't realize you would rather get back to investigating that woman's crime report. Let me know when you are less busy. We can talk then. You are jesting again. But this is a serious thing you are asking for. And believe me, I'm actually considering it. I'm sorry. I know it's an unusual idea. I don't know how I would have reacted myself, even though I wanted to break free from here for years now. But think about it this way. What have we got to lose? What's really stopping you from just getting out of here? Probably is duty. For starters, you and me. I don't even know what our relationship is. I've just met you. Besides, am I not too old for plotting escape with a fair young lady? How old is he? I thought he was like 20-something. I would say that you're just about the right age. Cinders, please. Fine. I know what you mean. I don't know what we are to each other either, and I can't make any promises. But I do know I like you, and that you are someone who's in a similar situation as me. I also know I can trust you, and those old-fashioned but charming ideals of yours. I have no idea how our life is going to look when we get out of here, But at least it shows some promise, unlike staying here. Cinders. But what if... No, please. More questions won't change anything. It's as you said, we barely know each other and we can't know the future. Yet here I am, standing before you, making a ridiculous offer. If you are going to reject it, I'll understand. All I can say is that I'm serious about it and would like to try it and see how it goes. So what say you? Fair enough. Let's make this happen. And I'm going to eat one of my belts if some bard doesn't make a song about it. Really? Yes, I have more than enough belts anyway. You know what I meant. Yes, I really do intend to escape with you and never look back. Like in the old night romances. However, I still want to perform this last duty to my prince and guard him at the ball. I'll inform him of my plans when it's over and come to your residence to pick you up. No need, I'll be at the ball. That works well with my plans. Gives me the time to prove something to Lady Carmosa, her daughters, and myself. May I inquire what that's about? Oh, you'll know it when you see it, don't worry. You know you should tell him? Please, because, first thing about starting a relationship, you should probably be open with each other about these kind of things. Really? But I'll be ready to escape with you before the festivities end. Just how are you going to pick me up when Carmosa's there? Maybe I should sneak out and meet you at the crossroads instead. Don't worry, I have a plan already. One that should prevent Carmosa from looking for you long enough for us to get away. I'll come for you not long after midnight, I promise. Or you'll die. You'd better, because after what I plan tomorrow, there's no turning back to the old ways for me. You have this old knight's world on that, Cinders. Monologue time again. Looks like Carmosa is still out. Good. I was honestly afraid I wouldn't be able to get back on time. Or worse, stumble upon them on the way home. Nobody should have to come home hoping to find all the people gone, praying to be left alone. Fortunately, with some luck, it's the last time I feel like this. Tomorrow, everything's gonna change. One way or the other. Ding! I'm gonna miss this house. Its walls hold many memories very dear to me. Mother's smile, father's stories. I thought your mother died in childbirth. How do you remember her smile? It's funny. I hate Carmosa, but deep inside I hope she's going to be successful with her plans. I want to believe this place won't fall apart after I'm gone. I wonder what I'm replacing this life with. It might be a dream come true. It might also be a nightmare. But all I've got to lose are memories. Ding! Alright, enough of this. I need to go into my room and stay there as usual. When Carmosa comes back, I need to look like nothing is going on. Ding! Beauty and the Beast. The garden looks odd in this pale moonlight. Everything is set for the ball, but there is no living soul here except me. It seems so unreal. Just talking to myself. Just a few hours ago it was full of servants, carefully setting every little piece of decoration. Now it's deserted as the preparations come to an end. Only the wind does not hesitate to run freely and ruffle everything. I have to say it feels unusual tonight, like a charge about to go off during the storm. This tension in the air almost feels tangible. Our court jester used to greet people, "May you live in boring times." This feels like the grim opposite. Almost like an omen of things to come, a sign of a storm closing in. Interesting times. I wonder whether this has any chance of success. Can I commit to change and make it happen? Is this even possible? I've read the philosophers, but never seen it come true. Books and idealistic theories are one thing, but people tend to resist change, even change for the better. Father didn't make it any easier for me either. He was a good ruler, and he's remembered very fondly. Anything I'll do will be seen as portraying his legacy. It It would all be easier if he had been a bloodthirsty tyrant. Oh, if only. Feels like a storm is coming indeed. Even if I succeed, history may remember me as a renegade. Will any woman stand by me through this? Is this ball the best way to look for such a person? In the absence of better ideas or better judgment, I've made my decision, at the best I could. Now all there is to do is to see things through, and hope. Was that a dog? The weather tonight really doesn't feel right. All the dogs in the kennels act as if possessed. I should get back to the palace. Let's hope for an interesting ball night in boring times. Someone left the windows open again. I'm glad I can finally take off that damn dress. It's badly done, badly cut, tight as hell, and looks ridiculous. No corrections are going to change it. That little old man called himself a tailor? What a joke! I bet I could do a better job sewing a suit for him. Oh, I'd trim his waist good, cut his trousers tight in all the right places. The little fellow would be even smaller by the time I was done. This whole situation is stupid. No matter how tight and tasteless our dresses are, they won't make any of us a princess. Gloria? 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 Gloria! Weren't you supposed to be in the garden? I was, but the weather turned bad so suddenly. I've never seen the weather change so quickly. Oh, my big mature sister got all spooked by a big bad cloud. Don't be ridiculous, Sophia. I'm not in the mood for this. Maybe you would like to get all soaked in the rain and look miserable, but I surely don't. Well, I don't see a single drop of rain outside. Neither can I. Strange, I swear I could see flashes between the clouds. Fairies? Are you practicing talking about the weather before the ball? Because it's not working. You're still boring. No, but I can see you are already sharpening your tongue. The prince will surely appreciate your wits. And how is your dress, Sophia? By all things held dear and holy by all the naive people in this world, I swear if you ask me this question one more time, you'll feel my pain. The reason I repeated the question so many times today was in a hope that it would stretch a little over time. Oh, well, it didn't stretch an inch. The tailor did a good job there. When I wear it, I feel like a properly packaged piece of pork. Why didn't you tell Mother then, when we were at the tailor's? You could have applied further corrections. Because her loving motherly eyes told me, one more complaint and you're dead, girl. Your choice of words is poor as usual, but I agree with your sentiment. Mine is still much too tight as well. I always found it astonishing how my pain tends to trigger such immediate joy in your little black heart. No, it's not like that. I mean, you're right about the joy part, but something else made me laugh. Do tell me. I'm sure it's going to be utterly enlightening. Well, tell me, aren't these dresses a wonderful metaphor for our lives? I fail to see it, I'm afraid. We're trying to fit into clothes which someone else made for us this whole time, or rather for the image of us in that someone's head. I bet they're a perfect fit for those phantasms inside Mother's mind, disciplined and pretty as dolls. Stop it! Your bitterness is getting tiring. And stop being so childish. It's only a dress. A lady must learn how to walk, talk, and smile, even if the corset is a bit tight. You know that Mother is only trying to teach us how to behave properly in society. She had to endure far more than a tight dress to get us where we are now. Oh yes, the sacrifices she makes to make... What? The sacrifices she makes to make... Oh yes, the sacrifices she makes to make us shine during the grand ball. Your cynicism gives you little credit. You know very well that this is important to her. Perhaps it is. But tell me this, sister, is it important for us? Bah! Finally! Day's over! Both dresses fit, everything's in place, and even that incompetent tailor agreed to lower the price. All things considered, it all went better than expected. It's a shame the girls don't seem to realize how important this is for them. Nor do they appreciate how much effort it takes to prepare two young ladies to make their debut in court. Especially if nobody cared to invite them. They're not even aware of what that means for women their age. But by noble standards, they're getting old and must be introduced soon. If they are ever to find a husband. And without a husband, they may as well lock themselves up in this house and wait for old age to come and relieve them of their miserable lives. I hope they'll grow up soon and open those naive eyes to the way the world works around them. It's either that, or they will end up alone, in some dark and empty room, forgotten and hated by everyone. Thank heavens for the night. If nothing else, it's easier to hide oneself in the dark from the gaze of others. If no one wants to see it, it isn't happening. That's the way people work. And I learned their lesson the hard way. Is that a storm coming over the horizon? It's one of those strange cold ones, without rain. I think I remember a storm like this many years ago, the night when she died. It's no good to think about things like that before I go to sleep. It's late and the weather's turning bad. I better close the window before the storm comes. Inner monologue time again. Thank goodness it's dawn already. I haven't slept for the entirety of the night. How could I? I feel like there's a dozen especially vicious, poisonous butterflies having a grand ball of their own in my stomach. Poisonous butterflies. That's a good one, Cinders. Lack of sleep will surely make you very eloquent this evening. Still, if things do go according to plan, this has just been my last night spent as a slave in my own house. I can hear Carlos' voice. Is she mustering the girls again? Her private little army of 2. Well, whatever training she gives them, nothing will prepare them for this evening. Oh my, won't they be surprised? As will Carmosa. The all-powerful, all-knowing lady will be caught at a loss tonight. I feel like it's not going to go smoothly for us. I think I should sneak out right after they leave the house if I'm to get the dress before it all starts. Ding! So hurry up, girls! Ooh, it's pretty. 6 additional guards in the main hall. That makes 65, and 2 dress up as guests, following the prince discreetly. At least that much good has come from the masks everyone will be wearing. Guards can be disguised and mix in the crowd. Of course, every assassin, vagabond, or other villain opposing the rule of the prince will be dressed as guests as well. This is going to be a long night. The security is quite tight, but during a masked ball, the chance of an unwanted person squeezing in is far too high for my liking. Oh god, am I gonna die? I guess I'll just have to follow the prince closely. Are they gonna think I'm trying to kill him? Contrary to what His Highness believes, I think a proper guard presence is needed at this event. On the other hand, I'm being let go, so why do I care? The prince has determined that this is the age of politics and plots, not war. Information instead of steel. I wonder how well that will work. Somehow I don't think people change that quickly or willingly. Someone assaults the future king with a hidden blade, but then suddenly the ruler yells, "What's the capital of the lands of the mist?" Well, and the attacker folds. What? But fair enough, I have decided not to adapt, so I'm staying behind. With my inadequate methods, I shall protect the prince one last time. Then come what may. My attachment to the code, to honor, and to the crown is also a thing of the past. Inadequate. Ding! Then again, if I am to leave a lifelong goal to travel with a girl I have just met, the world truly is changing beyond recognition. But in order to be able to leave, I need to do this last thing, right? Protect the prince. Do this last thing right. Protect the prince and uphold the peace. For myself. Maybe guilt that compels me to do it, or old habits, mixed with some melancholy perhaps, but this ball will be my farewell to duty and the crown. So I'm going to do my best. I think these stairs need to be double-checked. Well, that's all for today, folks, but the story will continue. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you all in the future. TTFN and cheerio!